It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. A good one here in the AFC East. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, for years, this division was dominated by the Patriots, winning 16 of the possible 17 years. The last 4 belonged to Buffalo under Sean McDermott. Now, though, this seems like it's anyone's division.
No question. I mean, you mentioned the Patriots. Obviously, they have one of the greatest traditions of winning in the history of the NFL. New coach, new era. We'll see how that unfolds. You mentioned Buffalo. But I think if right now, if I'm a New York Jets fan with Aaron...
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from South Florida. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Tua. That's complete to Smith. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Again, it's Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. Last 4 years, over 4.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 2, games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
They just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A pass caught right side by Coleman.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 2, games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024. The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 2 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
Here's 2nd and 14. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He finds the open man, Braxton Berrios.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That's complete to Coleman. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Allen to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
To throw again, it's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. In motion, Shakir. On third down, it's Josh Allen. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I could promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Back to throw is Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be marked down up around the 30.
Week 2 Buffalo Bills 1-0 at Miami Dolphins 1-0.
Understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to South Florida after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run the toss to Mostert. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Third and 9. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st down, it's Allen. Samuel has it working in the middle. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And while Samuel might have a new home in Buffalo, Mike, he's still that same dynamic guy that I played with all those years back as a young player in Carolina. He is so dynamic with the ball in his hands that in this Buffalo offense, you can either throw it to him, hand it to him, but either way, just get him the ball like we saw there, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run with a man who went to high school nearby, Miami Central. It's James Cook. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On 2nd down, Allen. Back into the hands of Coleman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll motion over Samuel. Allen on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. He's got it at the 3. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Pass's kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. From the gun, here's Tua. Into the hands of Berrios. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now it's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
All right, come on. In motion, it's Waddle. A run with the fullback in goal. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. A pass taken in by Johnson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Allen.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw is Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. and it'll be second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first down.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Tua gives it to Mostert. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up. On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Strong. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Throwing again, it's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion is Berrios. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll try to run it here with Mostert. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Shakir. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass brought in by Samuel. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw. Samuel has it working the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
One more time going up top with Allen. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll motion over Samuel. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They snap it to Tua. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Throwing again, it's Tua. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
And he's in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Dolphins. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Now Allen on first down. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face second down and 7. Here's Allen to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bills first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. They send him right out of the slot. To throw again, it's Allen. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the
And he's in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 2 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
Week 2 New Orleans Saints 1-0 at Dallas Cowboys 1-0.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
Week 2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers 1-0 at Detroit Lions 1-0.
Past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Tua. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained, and I really can't blame any of these fans.
Week 2 Indianapolis Colts 0-1 at Green Bay Packers 0-1.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate.
Week 2 New York Jets 0-1 at Tennessee Titans 0-1.
On display right from the jump.
First and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to it.
He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take it back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's a 3rd down and 4. We'll go play action here with Allen. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Pass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Jordan Poyer out of the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from South Florida.